Okay, in this video we're going to start making a simple game controller for the game. So this is going to save things like how many missiles the player has left to shoot, how many missiles are left in the level, what round they're on, what your score is, things like that. Everything's going to be managed through here. So let's go back to Unity and we'll start making this simple. So we'll create the game manager first. We're just going to call it a game controller, and then I think on the cursor script we'll start doing checks when we click to fire a missile to make sure you still have missiles left, and then remove one from the count. So let's create an empty here. Just reset it to 0. I'm going to call this game controller. I'm going to add a script to it called game controller. As soon as this compiles, we'll open that up. Okay, so to start, we're going to do, you know what, I'm just going to make them public for now. So we'll do int score. We'll start it at 0. Then we'll do int level. We'll start that at 1. And we'll do int missiles left, and we'll set that to, in the original game was 30. We'll play around with what we want to do here. Okay, so what we will do, let's start with, on our cursor controller like we said. So first thing I'm going to do is we're going to get a reference to the game controller. So I'm going to do private game object game controller. You know what? I just have a habit of naming things my whatever the type is. We could set this as an actual game controller too. I'm just using game object, but there's really no need for that or reason. It's just my habit. So we'll do my game controller equals game object dot find object of type game controller. Okay, so now we have our game controller. Why is it not liking that? Maybe it does want it. Oh, okay, it does. Okay, so we have that. So we're gonna leave all this the same, but we're also gonna do and my game controller dot missiles left is greater than 0. Okay, so if we do this, and then we got to do, since we made it public, which probably isn't the best way, but I'm slowly getting away from doing that, but for now I'm going to keep it public. And then we'll do missiles left minus minus, so it removes 1. Okay, so before we continue, let's just make sure this builds with no errors. Okay, so that's working, and just let me fire a whole pile and it should stop right away. Okay, there, so it hit the stop. Oh, and that reminds me of one other thing while we're here. Let's go back to enemy missile. Or sorry, no, player missile. No, enemy missile, okay. Yeah, in this part here with the explosions tag, we want to delete this line because what that was doing was deleting the explosion as soon as it hit the collision, and we don't want that because you could block more than one missile with each explosion. So that should work better now. Okay, so we have that, so we at least have a basic counter. We're going to make a prefab of this. Move our scripts into the script folder. Okay, and that should be good for that one. We'll stop this video short, and then in the next one I think we're going to make our canvas and start putting our UI. So we'll put what the score is, what level it is, and also how many missiles are left, and it's going to pull all of that from the game controller's script.